This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, the suspect at the center of a manhunt in Bar Harbor has been arrested.
Police say 40-year-old Jeremy Gee of Wolfboro, New Hampshire, was arrested peacefully on State Highway 3 in Bar Harbor near Hulls Cove just after 2:30 this afternoon. Local police got a call from Wolfboro, New Hampshire police yesterday reporting Gee was operating a stolen car and traveling in the direction of Bar Harbor. Wolfboro police called again a short time later and said that Gee had called them, saying he was at the lobby of a local hotel. When Bar Harbor police arrived at the hotel, they located the car, but Gee fled into the woods. Police searched for him but were unable to find him. And after his arrest today, Gee was provided medical attention and taken to the Hancock County Jail.
Meanwhile, a dump truck full of marijuana was hauled away after a drug bust this morning. After a year-long investigation, the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office executed a search warrant at 1123 Dyer Road in Carmel. In total, the Sheriff's Office says they seized more than 3,400 marijuana plants and 111 pounds of processed cannabis.
This really undermines many of the businesses here in the state of Maine that are operating appropriately, who are licensed and do things and standards that are appropriate for the end user. This is organizations that are not Maine-based, individuals that are not from Maine, that are not following any of those standards, not licensed, not following safety protocols, and have substantial amounts of marijuana growing in a very dangerous situation in the building behind us.
An undisclosed number of suspects are currently in custody. The investigation is ongoing at this time.
U.S. Marshals arrested a man in Ellsworth on a number of sex abuse charges stemming from Oregon. 50-year-old Zen Matthew Vicnair is wanted on 4 counts of unlawful sexual penetration of a minor, 4 counts of first-degree sodomy, and 6 counts of first-degree sexual abuse. The state of Oregon issued an arrest warrant for Vicnair on June 20th. Investigators with the U.S. Marshals Service and Oregon Fugitive Task Force determined Vicnair was currently living in Maine. He was safely arrested at a residence in Ellsworth and charged as a fugitive from justice. Vicnair is now awaiting his extradition to Oregon.
In other news tonight, a new police officer in Southwest Harbor has sparked concern over his alleged troubling past. The police department posted the announcement of his hiring to Facebook on Wednesday, and a petition calling for his removal is already circulating. Our Grace Blanchard has the story.
I slept with a loaded handgun on my nightstand last night. I've never had to do that before, and it's because of a police officer that was hired.
Following his termination from Machias Police Department in 2011, Officer Richard Strout faced 3 separate lawsuits where he was accused of assaulting and inappropriately touching women while placing them under arrest. According to the Southwest Harbor Police Chief who hired him, all 3 cases were dismissed in 2014, but it is unclear if any settlements were reached.
I was traumatized my entire 4 years in Machias at UMM, and I saw my friends go through all this, and I was there for some of the accusations that happened, so it's terrifying.
Southwest Harbor resident and UMaine Machias alum Brad Jordan has organized a petition after the announcement was made on social media.
Termination is definitely something that I am looking for. I am not comfortable as a business owner or even just living here on my own with this officer.
Other residents who are just learning about the hire say they're concerned.
I am just kind of angry and horrified and appalled that our police department has chosen to hire someone with such an intimidating and scary and violent history, especially against women.
Especially with someone that is supposed to protect us. I don't want them to have any history, any questions of violating someone's privacy or potentially physically assaulting them.
And the police department is also facing backlash after they temporarily suspended comments on their Facebook post.
And one of my big concerns is that there was no opportunity for public opinion, no opportunity for other victims to have a voice before he was hired as a police officer in this town.
I saw an individual that was very honest and upfront with me at the beginning. He still is. And an individual that wants to come back into the profession.
According to Chief Hall, they conducted a thorough background check, and if he believed or found any merit to the accusations, he would not have even considered hiring him.
I'm very glad that the community is stepping forward. I'm very glad that they feel that they can step forward and express their concerns.
The town plans to have a public meeting on July 11th where people with concerns can voice them. In Southwest Harbor, Grace Blanchard, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Several people were injured in a multiple vehicle crash on I-95 in Bangor this morning. According to Maine State Police Trooper Brian Creamer, it happened in the left passing lane near exit 183 when a driver suddenly stopped their vehicle.
It appears that a car up in front checked up, causing the car behind it to hit, and then so on and so forth. They just kind of kept hitting each other. Even though they were trying to avoid, it just 7 to 9 cars involved.
Trooper Creamer says some of the drivers suffered minor injuries, but everyone is okay. One person was transported to a hospital. State police say the driver who reportedly stopped and caused the crash was not hit and drove away from the scene. Other drivers did not get a description of the vehicle. In light of the crash, state police are reminding the public to stay alert and follow the flow of traffic, and they stress that you should never stop on an active road. That crash is still under investigation.
Well, Governor Janet Mills announced Thursday that she will sign the paid family and medical leave bill that recently passed the legislature. The bill will allow workers to take up to 12 weeks of paid leave for various family or medical reasons, receiving 90% of their regular pay during their time of leave. Governor Mills says the decision to sign the bill comes as a compromise, and language in the bill will reflect policy changes she requested, which she says will improve flexibility for both workers and businesses.
Allow people to take care of loved ones who are ill and not go broke or lose their employment by virtue of that. We have an aging workforce, we have an aging population. This will help us accomplish that without people losing their jobs.
The updated bill is expected to be considered again by the Maine House and Senate in the coming days before heading to the governor's desk. So a big development there, and certainly something that we will be keeping an eye on. That's been an issue in the state of Maine for quite a while.
Definitely a very pivotal piece of legislation there.
Absolutely. Alrighty, folks. Well, taking a look outside, today was pretty great, though. Every now and again, there were still spits, little showers here and there.
Right.
So I don't think we're out of the woods yet.
It's funny, earlier in the newsroom, we were kind of rejoicing because the sun
had come out.
Had finally come through, and in a good way, too. Starting to really feel that heat again for the first time in a while.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit hazy.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast and see what's coming our way.
Hey, Beth and Peter, happy Thursday, which means it's almost Friday. And your first weather is brought to you by Sleepo's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest for over 70 years. Let's talk about, we are now heading into, of course, the 4th of July weekend. And we also have more rain showers in the forecast. Tomorrow it might be dry, but more rain, especially Saturday and Sunday into Monday of next week. Temperature-wise, today, though, better, right? 73 here in Bangor, 67 Bar Harbor, 72 Millinocket. We'll take it, but still below average. And with all the clouds around and the rain around, that held temperatures back once again today. All right, so still lots of clouds out there and a couple of rain showers. These will become more or less widespread tonight. And then tomorrow, we may get through tomorrow all day without some rain before some rain comes back again tomorrow night into early parts of the day on Saturday. Our next weather system is right there. Our forecast ends tonight, though, we're talking about mostly cloudy skies, a couple of showers out there with low temperatures down near 60. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter?
Kind of the inverse of last night, where tonight we're at least mostly dry.
Right. Yeah. And great to see that might hold off at least until the weekend.
Yeah, let's hope. All right, well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, the state of Maine will see hundreds of millions of dollars for expanding broadband connectivity. We'll have more on how exactly that money will be used.
And it's fireworks season, what the Fire Marshal's office wants you to know about safety. We'll have those stories and more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
If you're waiting for a sign that it's time to finally tackle that window or patio door project you've been putting off, here it is. Renewal by Andersen's incredible Window Replacement Days celebration. Act now, because during this limited time event, you'll get stunning custom replacement windows and patio doors for less. Get all the benefits of Renewal by Andersen's exclusive and easy replacement window and door process, and save a lot of money while you're at it. This opportunity won't be sticking around for long, and neither will these savings. Schedule your free design consultation now and call Renewal by Andersen today.
Weezer Indie Rock Road Trip. Coming your way Friday, June 30th, Maine Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. Weezer live. Special guests, Future Islands and Joyce Manor. On sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com. Weezer. Don't miss out.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
These local businesses would like to wish you a happy Independence Day, along with safe and fun celebrations all summer long.
Mossy Ledge Spirits is a true hidden gem in Etna. Located just 3 miles off 95, exit 167, we are home to tastings, tours, cocktails, bottles, live music, minis, and priceless memories. And this summer, we are proud to introduce our all-new canned spirits. At Mossy Ledge Spirits, we take pride in what we put in the can, and our delicious new flavors are a perfect way to enjoy the summer. So enjoy some pizza and raise the glass here at Mossy Ledge Spirits.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Maine has received more than $270 million in federal funding to increase statewide connectivity. Our David Ledford brings us more about how that money will be used.
Today's announcement is the most important infrastructure investment in Maine since the construction of Interstate 95.
Maine is being awarded nearly $272 million to expand high-speed internet access in the state. The funding comes from the bipartisan infrastructure law. Members of the Maine Connectivity Authority and state officials came together to celebrate the announcement Thursday, saying the money is the largest grant award the state has ever received to establish broadband internet access.
It's as fundamental as electricity, heat, water, high-speed internet. Maine has to have universal internet access if we're going to stay competitive nationwide and worldwide.
The money will come over the next 5 years from the Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment Program, a part of the Biden-Harris administration's Internet for All initiative. Senator Angus King says the funding is essential for supporting the work-from-home workforce in the state.
People can live in Dover-Foxcroft, Maine, and work in Seattle. They can live in Augusta, Maine, and work in Los Angeles. They can live in Medibebs and work in Kansas City. And this is happening. But the critical element is broadband.
Maine Connectivity Authority representatives say the funding will be used to ensure that broadband internet is both accessible and affordable.
One of our goals is to not only meet the digital infrastructure needs of the state, but to ensure that all Mainers have the skills and the ability and can afford to access that infrastructure.
The announcement follows the $30 million grant awarded to the state earlier this month for the construction of middle-mile broadband infrastructure, known as MooseNet, to reach underserved locations. Officials say they plan to reach the estimated 42,000 locations in the state without reliable internet access within the next 2 years.
Without saying bold and ambitious things, they won't happen.
And the goal of making sure everyone has a connection as quickly as possible by the end of 2024 is a goal that we will make sure we meet.
In Augusta, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And with the 4th of July just around the corner, many people are getting ready to light up the sky with fireworks. But Maine's Fire Marshal wants you to be safe as you celebrate. Matthew Jurancic has more.
Fireworks. One of the many things that makes the 4th of July such a special holiday, not to mention the food and the fun. But being responsible when you set off your black cats and bottle rockets will keep your entire group safe.
Mixing alcohol and fireworks is not a good idea. That is sometimes where folks forget the safety pieces, and that's where somebody could get hurt.
Research from the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission found a 200% increase in sales of fireworks from 1994 to 2022. Despite the staggering statistic, Phantom Fireworks in Holden always make sure its buyers are educated.
Safety is the number one key. If you don't practice safety and you don't have buckets of water and you don't have safety glasses and gloves, there is a potential that something could happen, and we never want that.
McCarthy says safety should always be practiced, even with the smallest of explosive party favors like sparklers.
Sparklers are something a lot of people use. Most people don't realize how hot those sparklers get. Make sure that there's a bucket. Make sure there's somewhere for the kids to put these if they're using them.
Just remember,
get out there, enjoy, make memories with your families and loved ones, but make sure that you're doing it safely, making sure you have the proper safety equipment, make sure that you're enjoying them, but you're doing it sober.
In Holden, Matthew Jurancic, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And as we were discussing earlier in this week, so important to be considerate of your pets.
Right.
Making sure that they are properly confined and safe so that they can't run away if they get scared. And there's all sorts of ways to do that. And then being considerate of your neighbors as well.
Absolutely. If you know that your neighbors have pets, it's always a good thing to check in with them beforehand and, see if they have any special needs for their pets, or, maybe it's not a good idea to set fireworks off in your backyard.
Or even just to let them know, hey, we're planning on doing this.
Right.
You may want to take some precautions if your pet is especially nervous. So true for horses as well. I've read some horror stories that will just break your heart. So it really is important to consider not just yourself and your own good time, but others.
Right. Yeah, because it can be a lot of fun for us, but really scary for others
as well. All right. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. We'll check in with a music therapist who's putting his patients' hearts into their favorite tunes.
And in sports, Bangor's Landon Clark is preparing for his second season of prep ball. We'll hear how year one at St. Paul's went after the break.
Maine is a one-of-a-kind beautiful state, and there's no better way to see it than from the air. Fletcher Mountain Aviation offers an aerial experience like no other, featuring seaplane flights where you will see the best views in Maine from the air and land on Maine's most beautiful lakes. An experience you will never forget, with views from the northern Maine woods, Moosehead Lake, and Katahdin regions. Come fly and see our beautiful state from the sky with Fletcher Mountain Aviation. Visit our website here or scan the QR code to book your flight today.
There's a better way to buy pre-owned. Honda True. With multiple tiers of vehicles like Certified Plus and Certified, you get less worries and more benefits. Choose from the latest Honda models, which means less unpredictability and more paths to discover. And get the peace of mind you deserve, with less strings attached and more freedom. Find out why Honda True means less compromise and more of what you love about Honda.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
If you're waiting for a sign that it's time to finally tackle that window or patio door project you've been putting off, here it is. Renewal by Andersen's incredible Window Replacement Days celebration. Act now, because during this limited time event, you'll get stunning custom replacement windows and patio doors for less. Get all the benefits of Renewal by Andersen's exclusive and easy replacement window and door process, and save a lot of money while you're at it. This opportunity won't be sticking around for long, and neither will these savings. Schedule your free design consultation now and call Renewal by Andersen today.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start with some basketball. Bangor's Landon Clark is back in town after his first season at St. Paul's School in New Hampshire. And as our Tyler Cruz reports, the season wasn't without obstacle, but now he's back to being Landon.
As soon as it happened, I was like, I just broke my ankle. And I probably didn't mean it, but in my head, that's what happened. And then I got the x-ray and it was broken, and I was like, oh, there you go.
This February, a broken ankle sidelined Bangor's Landon Clark for the rest of his first prep season at St. Paul's School in New Hampshire.
For a couple of weeks, when we got into playoffs and stuff like that, it was kind of tough to not be able to be there with them and help them out.
As it is with any injury, recovery gave Landon some good days and some bad ones. But this April, he was back out on the court with a lot of help from his new teammates over at St. Paul's.
Just leaning on them, they got me through that, and just pushing, knowing that the things I wanted to do this spring, this summer, it was all going to be worth it in the end.
After making a name for himself with the Rams, Clark is now preparing for his second season of prep ball. And even though it ended early, year one really helped his game grow.
There's definitely a different feel. The game's a little bit more competitive, a little more physical because the guys are older. Playing with more physicality, understanding that, you're not always the biggest, tallest, fastest guy on the court, and just kind of using what, you're good at.
Now he's back at 100%, helping Maine United on the AAU circuit. And his teammates say, despite what happened this winter, he's now back to being Landon.
For him to come and bounce back and be back that quick and be ready for the first session, that was big for us. Towards the end of the second, into the third session, he started to play like Landon again. And then in the fourth session, he had a bunch of 20-point games, 25-point games, where he really stepped up.
Coming into EYBL, he's been playing great, shooting the ball great, attacking, getting rebounds. So I definitely feel like he's back to full Landon.
And for Clark, his time home this summer isn't all basketball either. So he's taking some time to enjoy himself before heading back out.
When we're not here, we're just hanging out with family. It's good to be back with them. Being away at school, for 9 months out of the year is sometimes challenging. So being with the family, obviously working out here, practicing with Maine United, getting ready for July.
In VZ, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you very much, Tyler. Now let's move to the New England Patriots. Earlier this week, the Pats announced that one of Mac Jones' top targets will be sticking around in Foxborough for a little while longer. Wideout Devontae Parker has signed a new 3-year deal worth up to $33 million with $14 million guaranteed. Parker was entering the final year of his contract with a base salary of $5.7 million, but now that has been restructured for more cash plus 2 years. In his first season with the Pats last year, the former Dolphin was second on the team in receiving with 539 yards and 3 touchdowns. With Juju Smith-Schuster, Mike Gesicki, and potentially DeAndre Hopkins joining on, this receiving corps is looking to make a lot of noise this coming season. And also, Jawan Bentley, linebacker for the Patriots, signed a 2-year extension today as well, making a lot of moves in Foxborough. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. Here's Jeff Weather with your full 5-day forecast.
Hey, Ryan, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Maine Made Relief. Brown-tail moth rash relief is extremely effective in battling the symptoms of the rash from the brown-tail moth. Handmade with natural ingredients in Blue Hill, Maine. Let's talk about who is ready for some sunshine and 70s, lots of hands going up. I know tomorrow, though, it could be our day, followed by the return of some more wet weather getting in here Saturday into Sunday. It does look like a wet weekend around here once again. Today, though, 73 here in Bangor, 67 Bar Harbor. We'll take it, but again, below average temperatures across the entire area again today, with all those clouds and moisture around today. Likely warmer temperatures in here tomorrow. Okay, so the wind's kind of been all over the place all day long, right? Out of the north, south, east, and west. This will actually die down again tonight, and that will give us a chance for some dense fog once again. If you're driving 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, get ready for some locally dense fog that will be very slow to burn off tomorrow morning. Okay, so we need to watch the wildfires again. Here's the map of today where all the fires are burning currently across parts of Canada, and there are a lot of them, right? So this air is polluted. There's lots of smoke in it. We're likely to get this low across the area now to pull just far enough to the east tomorrow to tug down some of this smoke. So get ready for that haze to return tomorrow and more so over the weekend. Right now, air quality is still good across the entire region, but not so much across the Great Lakes and off to the west of us. This will likely slide a bit in our direction beginning tomorrow, more so Saturday and Sunday, as the low pressure kind of begins to pull out of here and it pulls down air behind it. Until then, though, so here's our low kind of spinning over us, right, across our region now. This will take all night tonight to get out of here, and then we should be in a dry slot tomorrow, this kind of area here, before our next weather system. They're back here, right? There's more of them, too, upstream. So likely keeping the rain showers going Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I know there's lots of firework displays on Sunday, lots on Tuesday of next week. Overall, there are still rain showers in our forecast, especially for Sunday into Monday. Tonight, though, a couple of showers around, not a big deal. Tomorrow, again, we may get through all of tomorrow without some rain before some rain comes in late tomorrow night into Saturday. Here's Saturday evening, some showers again entering the picture. That will likely continue or expand in coverage Saturday night into Sunday. Okay, so this is a depiction of rainfall on the way through Tuesday morning, so through 4th of July morning, and we have several rounds of potentially heavy rainfall on the way. Not so much tomorrow, probably late Saturday into Sunday, and then again Monday into Tuesday. So our 4th of July firework display may be affected by the weather again this year. And here's a drought monitor, of course, across the mid-states here. Lots of dry conditions for us, though. It has not been dry at all. In fact, we are above average in precipitation now across our region currently. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is a couple of storms out there, some dense fog, low temperatures down near 60. For tomorrow, here we go, mostly cloudy. A rogue storm can't be ruled out. Most of us will probably stay dry tomorrow with a high temperature near 78. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow 78, 75 with rain Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. We just can't kick it with high temperatures in the 70s. Beth and Peter?
All right, well, tomorrow, a good day to take advantage of when you can, then.
Yeah, for sure. Take advantage of the sun when it peeks through.
Yep.
But generally speaking, keep your bumper chute and your bean boots handy.
Absolutely.
All right, well, there's still more to come. Stay with us.
Trident Medical is hosting a free faith-based, non-denominational Kids Day Camp August 5th from 2 to 8 p.m. 447 Main Road, Carmel. Experienced camp counselors, crafts, face painting, games, and food will be provided. Pre-registration is required.
Comfort Shoes and More is your destination for all of your spring and summer footwear essentials. We have trained podorthists on site, and our friendly, caring, and knowledgeable staff will make sure you are fitted with the proper footwear that is perfect for you. We have Power Lace shoes, the self-lacing shoe activated by your body weight. Just step in and go. We have many new sandal styles from Hoka, Teva, Power Step, Stride, and more. Come visit Comfort Shoes and More in Newport to find the perfect shoes for you.
Hi, I'm Alice Seeger. Welcome to Belfast Fiber Arts. We provide hand-woven, hand-spun, knitted and quilted, upcycled clothes, and art items for your home. We also feature weaving looms, spinning wheels, and supplies. We are a weaving studio and a makerspace with a sewing lab and a textile research library. We offer classes, workshops, and study groups. So stop by and visit us at Belfast Fiber Arts. We're at 171 High Street in Belfast between the Colonial Theatre and the Beanbag Store. We look forward to seeing you.
Tedeschi Trucks Band. July 5th, Main Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. Tedeschi Trucks Band with special guest I stand in the circle of peace. Ziggy Marley. Yeah. Get tickets now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Tedeschi Trucks Band live.
Max True Value Hardware in Unity is the best option year-round for all of your home improvement projects. Backed by one of the leading paint manufacturers in the United States, Max will color match or custom mix any color for you. We care about your pets too, carrying all of the essential pet products in our store. During those cold winters, we take the extra step to help with wood pellets ready to load on site. We also fill all size propane cylinders year-round. Max True Value Hardware. We take pride in serving our community. Let us know how we can help you today.
Tonight, thousands of travelers stuck at airports just ahead of a peak travel day and millions under air quality alerts. Plus, decision day at the Supreme Court. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Finally tonight, an interesting story here. They say music is personal, and that couldn't be more true for Jacob Dorfman's patients. The Philadelphia music therapist and community arts coordinator is using music to bring good memories back to the seniors he sees. But Dorfman adds a beat. A heartbeat, that is. He records a person's pulse and blends it into a favorite song to help stir up their recollections. He says even though his patients are older, they still have a lot more to give. Music is definitely healing. I can personally attest to that, as can many of us.
Right.
So great work being done there.
Yeah, just adding another layer of meaning to his music as well.
That much more personal.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us. Take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.